Namaste, yogis. Thanks again for joining me. And thank you so much for all the amazing feedback you guys have been sharing with the last digital class that I sent. I'm glad that it's useful. I'm glad that it's helping you stay connected to the practice and to each other and to all greater things. So if you're finding it useful, I'll keep doing them and sharing them. So go ahead and roll out your mat, find your seat, close your eyes, start to get settled here into your seat. Your palms can face down if you need help grounding. The palms can face up if you need some release and some receiving. See, you can sit really tall. Lay the shoulders back another inch. You'll feel the shoulders rock right over the sitting bones. Crown the head will reach up. Sitting bones will ground heavy. And then start to bring the inner eye, that inner attention, into the breath. Observe the breath flowing in, the chest will rise, the lungs will fill up and inflate like balloons. And as you exhale, everything will release, tension will exit, riding the breath out. Breathe in, sit taller, reach crown the head up. Exhale, heavy through the seat, deeper roots, softening of the shoulders, relaxing of the jaw. And then just continue the circular round of breathing, seeing how much you can stretch the breath. Pranayama in the yoga practice is the breath work. Prana means life force. Ayama means to extend. So taking control of the breath and letting it be deliberate, not just an automatic reaction. You might even begin to hear your breath, victorious breath, Ujjayi breath. Sound a little like the sound of the ocean when you put a seashell up towards your ears, or when you fog up a mirror, or when you breathe a sigh of relief. Palms will meet in a prayer, the center of your chest. Rise your heart up into your thumbs. Press your thumbs back into your heart. Feel that connection of your own hands into your body. Feel the fingerprints energize in towards one another. Create the energy between your hands. A silent om or an om out loud to yourself. Big breath in. Beautiful. And then flutter your eyes open. Reach your prayer up. Side bend, right hand to the ground, left arm over your left ear. So we're going to work on opening into the sides of the waist, sides of the ribs today. See how much space we can find through the entire torso so that the main energy channel gets to open, blockages are released. Sushumna Nadi runs up and down the spine. And then high prayer, breathe in. Other side, left hand to the ground, right arm over your right ear. Right? See if you can anchor down through the right hip here so you have something to stretch against, but really reach out through the right fingers and at the same time draw the shoulder away from your ears. Press the left hand against the mat like you're trying to get the ground away from you, and that'll also help the right hip seat down a little more. Come on up, hyper. Exhale, namaste. Let's start. If you're putting music on, go ahead and set up through the playlist that I have listed in the description. And then let's meet here in our child's pose. Take a moment here and get heavy through the hips. Reach forward through the fingers. Feel the underarms even stretch long. All right, it's okay if the hips don't touch down into the ankles or the seat doesn't touch to the ankles. Just energetically, that's where it's going. And then walk your hands over to the left side.
You want to curve through the spine, almost like your body becomes a little crescent moon shape, but heavy through the right hip. See if you can keep pressing it down towards the right heel. So there's some resistance here to stretch against, and you should feel it into the upper right ribs and towards the underarm. And then see if you can crawl your fingers even further away from you, but keep the right hip reaching back and down. Right? There's almost an element where the fingers are tenting, like they want to pull the ground towards you. Right? The hands aren't going to actually move, but you will feel that energy and you'll feel that work and effort help you open more into the side waist and the side ribs. Through center, child's pose, all the way to the other side, hands towards the right side. See how much of a curve you can create through the body, right? If you can keep doing that, then keep walking your right hand away from you and then towards the back of your mat. Press down into both hands a lot here, and then press down into your left hip, into the left heel. Let the forehead get heavy. The forehead can touch down to the ground and then allow it to, so the back of the neck be soft and relaxed. And then back to center. All fours, hands and knees. Right, set up so the wrists are right under your shoulders, knees right under the hips, point the toes back. Drop your belly, look forward, breathe in. Round into your cat, drop your head in. Breathe in, drop belly, look forward, cow pose, spread the fingers wide, press into the fingerprints a lot, roll the chest forward. Press into the tops of the shins, tops of the knees, and the ankles, cow pose, puff up the back body. Breathe in, drop belly, cow pose. Round into your cat, close your eyes. Off you go at your own pace, adding in any extra movement that you need. If you like to roll through the spine, roll through the neck, feel free to do that. Just starting to iron out all the kinks in the muscles and the joints. Right, if you need a stretch into the toes, feel free to tuck and untuck the toes and open in there. Good. And then neutral, all fours, tuck your toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Start to pedal out your feet in your down dog. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Create a big paw. Feet are at least hips width here. Hands at least shoulders width, maybe a little wider V if your shoulders are a little tighter right now. And then just let the heels start to get heavy, but keep reaching up through the seat. Right? Create an inverted V shape. Let the peak of that mountain keep reaching up, but let the base firm down into the ground. Bend your knees in your down dog, stick your butt even higher, and press your hands forward and away from you. Notice how that allows you to get more length in the spine. Plank pose, breathe in, legs grow long, heels press back, heart presses forward. Crown the head is reaching forward so the back of the neck is long and the head isn't dropping down. Strong through the low belly, one long line through the entire front of yourself. Knees down, child's pose, breathe out. All fours, hands and knees, drop belly, look forward. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha. One more time, bend your knees, look forward in your down dog, spring forward, plank. Knees down, exhale. All fours, hands and knees, drop belly, look forward. Downward facing dog, tuck your toes, hips on high. Three's the magic number, bend your knees, flush the chest, press the fingers forward, reach up through your seat. Plank, spring forward. Heels energized back, low belly is hugging in and strong. Knees down, relax, child's pose. Hands and knees, cow pose, drop your belly, inhale. Down dog, reach your seat high. Start to pedal out your feet once again. Massage into the toes, massage into the soles of the feet. Mindful stroll to the top of your mat. Take your time, no rush to arrive. Feel every footprint in the ground. Feel all four edges of your feet. When you get to the top, grab opposite elbows, rock it side to side. Switch the interlacing of the arms. Opposite forearm in front now. Grab elbows. Drop head even more than you think you need to. Surrender completely here into the fold and into the bow. Let the weight of the forearms and the head dripping forward take a little more weight into the toes, lessen the heels, but then keep reaching up through your seat. Good. Release your hands. Roll your way up. Take your time, slow as you can. Tadasana. Mountain pose, palms forward. An active stance. All right, notice if your low ribs splay out here as you stand. If so, can you still find that same strong low belly? The chest is broad, the heart is open, the shoulders relaxed, softening away from the ears. Muscles in your face relax. If you're furrowing your eyebrows, check in with that, release. High prayer Urdhva Hastasana, breathe in. Right hand will drop to the outside of your right leg. Side bend, left arm reaches over your left ear, press down to both feet a lot, and then circle it all the way down into a forward fold Uttanasana. Right foot steps back, low lunge, gaze forward, downward facing dog as you breathe out. Plank pose, breathe in. Take your time to lower to your belly, or if you need to drop your knees down, take that. Cobra, Bhujangasana, lift the chest. Press down into the tops of the ankles, let them anchor you down. Press into the fingertips and drag them back so the heart rolls forward. Tuck your toes, down dog, pike the hips up. Right leg rises, breathe in. Low lunge, step your way forward. Left foot forward, half lift. Hands can come to your shins, high up towards the knees so that you can get that sweet L shape here. Flare the seat back, reach the chest forward. Exhale, drop your head in, Uttanasana. Always feel free to keep a soft bend in the knees here in your Uttanasana forward fold if you need it. Come on up, breathe in, high prayer. Left hand, left thigh, side bend, root down through the right heel, forward fold as you exhale. Left foot steps back, lunge, look forward and be on your fingertips. Down dog, hips high. Plank pose is your breath in to your belly, lower slowly, elbows point back, resist coming down. Lift the chest, Bhujangasana Cobra. Down dog, hips high. Breathe your left leg up. Step your way forward, lunge. Right foot forward, half lift. Hands to shins if you need it. Forward fold, breathe it out. Urdhva Hastasana, come on up. Side bend, right hand to the thigh. Circle it down, breathe out. Right foot back, inhale. Down dog on the exhale. Plank pose, breathe in. Chaturanga this time, halfway down like a yogi push-up. Squeeze your elbows in. If you need to lower completely to the ground, take it. Up dog, point the toes. Thighs hover off the ground. Press the hands down so the chest rolls open, right? No crunching into the neck here. Roll over the toes, down dog through the strength of your belly. Right leg high, inhale. Step your way forward, lunge. Left foot forward, half lift, inhale, flare the seat wide, reach the heart forward. Exhale, bow your head down. Come on up, Urdhva Hastasana. Side bend on the exhale, all the way down. Left foot back lunge. Down dog. Breathe out. Plank pose, breathe in. Chaturanga Dandasana on the exhale. In breath is your up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Fly your left leg high, in breath. Low lunge, exhale. Right foot forward, half lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe it out. Come on up, Urdhva. Side bend, drop your right hand, left arm long, circle it down, Uttanasana. Right foot back lunge. Plank pose this time, right into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Lift your chest, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Down dog,
Adho Mukha Svanasana. Reset here. Check in with the base of the shape. Keep pressing the heel bones down. Keep flushing the fingers forward so that even the armpits grow longer. Look forward, soften your knees. You can step your feet forward or you can hop. Half lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Last round, Urdhva Hastasana, Surya Namaskar, Sun Salutations. Left hand, side bend. Come on down. Left leg back, look forward, be on fingerprints, plank pose. Keep the gaze slightly forward, don't let the head drop. Chaturanga. Fly the chest open. Press down into the toenails. Down dog. Breathe out. Look forward. Bend your knees, step, step, or hop. Half lift is the meeting point. Breathe in. Forward fold, drop it on down. Rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Prayer to your heart. Pause. Let the energy settle and observe how the body's feeling now that you've moved and started to stir the pot up. Notice what happens when we start to focus attention on linking up the breath to the body, to the movement. In the vinyasa practice, it's the breath that drives the shapes, allowing you to flow in and out, and observing how certain shapes just naturally feel better with an in-breath, and certain shapes just naturally feel better with the exhale. Right? The science of the yoga practice is so intelligent. That's why it's been around for so long. Flutter your eyes open. High prayer. And then grab for opposite elbows if you can, or if that's too much, you'll grab to opposite forearms or even to opposite wrist, right? So the elbows split out wide. Lay the head back into your forearms, bend your knees in chair pose. Sink your hips back. Keep pressing the head back into your arms. So that's going to open the front of the chest, open into the shoulders. Right? And then put a little more weight into your heels. Widen the sitting bones. Keep the gaze slightly forward, but keep pressing the head back. Breathe generously here. Start to build the heat. Powerful pose. Utkatasana. Stand tall, high prayer. Gaze up. Change the crossing of the forearms. Opposite forearm in front. Grab to opposite elbows or to forearms or wrist. Sink the hips, look back, and come on and press the head into the forearms. Weight into the heels, but keep all 10 toes plugging you down, right? Widen your seat here. Breathe generously. Feel the belly start to flutter as you inhale. Feel the thighs start to switch on some heat. And then come on up, high prayer. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Half lift, prepare. Walk or jump your way back, plank to Chaturanga. Vinyasa any way that you want, right? So if you don't need the Chaturangas, you'll lower completely to your belly. You can even drop your knees, go through the child's pose variation, and meet each other in down dog. So anytime you don't need your vinyasas, you can skip them. You can go right into your down dog between sides, or even take a child's pose at any point.